Hey guys, it's Jolly. So today I'm going to be doing a demo of 4 shades and a wear test of the new Fenty Powder Foundation. I'm going to be showing you guys the shades 310, 330, 345, and 360 swatches and try on. So if you're interested, just stay tuned. And I know that this video is long. I'm just getting back into recording and time got away from me. But yeah, I'll leave timestamps below depending on what you're interested in when I start each shade and all that. So if you're interested, just stay tuned. Okay, so here is the packaging of the product. It's quite beautiful. You got your Fenty Beauty logo. You open it up. You have your powder. And then a mirror. And this is sort of like a mirrored finish. I thought it was a separate mirror, but it's not clear. But anyway, it's like it doesn't give you a clear image, and a sponge. So this is 310. This is 330. This is 345. And this is 360. So they all look pretty light. I was just gonna go with 360 and I ordered it, and then I freaked out when I saw other people's videos and felt like I might need something lighter. Now, I have a whole video about the Fenty, the more matte liquid foundation, the one that Fenty came out with first. And I thought I matched well to 370, 350 and 370. I went back and forth, and they both turned me into an Oompa Loompa. So I do feel like I don't tan the way I used to. I'm not outside very much. I used to like be in the hot sun waiting on a commuter bus. I drive now. It's just different. So I just seem to be one color all year long, like my lighter color, like my winter color lately. But anyway, let's get started on applying these. I'm going to start with swatching all of them. Then I'm going to place the lightest on one side of my face, the next lightest on the other, and I'll see you back here tomorrow with the remaining 2 shades. But right now, let's go ahead and swatch all 4. So here's 310. I feel weird digging into this gorgeous pan. But, ooh, silky. Wow, you just like glide over that. Okay. I'm expecting to look like a clown right now because this is lighter than, it's as light as I expected it to be at first, and then I like let myself get convinced by the videos, but let's see. And I have a dark patch going on right here. I think I'm going to see a dermatologist, but let's try to get a nice, good swatch. That's 310. Let's move right along to 330. Didn't really end up on my finger that much, so I think this will be a nice clean swatch to see this shade. Oh, that's very different. Hard to swatch these guys. They're so silky. Okay. Let's try to do a bit of a heavier swatch of that 310 using a clean finger. All right. 310, 330. Let's move on to 345. Clean finger. There's 345. And finally 360, which is what I originally thought would be my shade. 360 is a bit light for me in the liquid matte foundation. And all of these are described as like either warm or neutral undertones. I do not have cool tones at all. I don't buy things when they are described as cool toned. But here's 360. So let's get a closer look, shall we? 310, 330, 345, 360. I might have been right. 345 looks very orange already to me, but We'll see soon enough. For now, it looks like my original guess of 360 is just blending right into my skin. That might be my best match. But I'm going to go remove these swatches with a little bit of makeup remover and see you back here. Hey. Okay, so I was like, wait, this is a powder. I like to either like wash my face or not. I'm not that big on like makeup wipes and makeup removers that you don't rinse. So I was able to literally remove that with water. We are back to my skin. I moisturized way earlier with my Drunk Elephant products. And I have on a little bit of mascara, but no makeup. So today I'm going to be showing you 310 and 330. Then tomorrow we'll compare 345 and 360. Here's 310. Again, this is what it looks like. And I'm going to be applying it to my left side. So let's see. I was going to try to do it where it's like your left, but anyway. Okay. Ooh. So we're going to use one side of the sponge for this shade, totally different side for the next. So let's see. Moment of truth. Okay. I have no concealer on, nothing. Honestly, I used to be in love with the NARS Powder Foundation before they reformulated it. And I never like wore contour or blush with it, really, or like concealer under. And I've seen videos where people put like their under eye concealer and sometimes even spot conceal, and then show this on top. And I just feel like I want to show you the coverage on its own, and I want to show you what this shade looks like on its own, and not be mixing consistencies and all of that. And plus, to me, like, I don't know. When I want a totally refined look, I go for a liquid foundation. I don't go for, like, a quick powder foundation. Like, I used to put this on in the car before I went to the building for work. Like, this is not for super fancy occasions the way that I use powder foundation. So, but I mean, I saw people doing like a full face. So yeah, I'm not going to do any concealer. And I want you to see the coverage under my eyes and stuff. But I'll contour, do my brows, maybe throw in some blush. So I'm going to give this time to oxidize, if it will. I have some redness on my cheeks that don't seem to be able to cover. But just go over my brow to even things out. And there is shade 310. It's not as crazy light as I thought it would be once I got these shades. But that's what we're looking like. I'm not going to try it with a brush or anything. I just want to keep it consistent. And this is what I would be reaching for. I feel like you get the most coverage with the sponges that are included in these compacts. So let's move on to shade 330 for my right side. Making it clap. All right, so okay. See, I feel like I have good skin for like foundation reviews because I have imperfections. I feel like, especially without concealer on, I'm not expecting it to do anything crazy, but you're calling yourself a foundation, you should offer decent coverage. So there's 330. Oh, showing up. It's just showing up a lot on my nose. I feel like it just went on pretty orangey on this side, and we haven't even let it settle into the skin much yet. So that's interesting. I think I'm going to go back over the center of my face. I'm right now seeing if this is like buildable. I will say, maybe I'm just not used to powder foundation anymore, but to me, It looks pretty cakey. I really want to love this product. So we are reserving judgment for now. But that looks like a total, like I stuck my face in some powder or something. I'm going to flip back to the other side and apply a little more 310 where I feel like I might have started to blur the lines a little bit by accident. Okay. We'll mix those two shades here because it's awkward. And yeah. 310. Still trying to get that redness, but I guess I'll have to leave well enough alone. So, right now it is 2:59 p.m. So, what I'm going to do is let this chill on my face for like a good half hour because I notice beyond that time, things won't usually change. But for the first 10-15 minutes, maybe even up to 20 or 30, you'll get that oxidizing, that color changing. So in the meantime, I'm going to check back in about 3:30. I will probably just speed up me adding a little more to this makeup, like my brows, blush, some contour. Oh, let me touch up with, I don't know which side is which anymore, so I'm just going to go for this clean spot and look a little unblended over here. Okay, be back soon. Hey, okay guys, so just to give you a little bit more of a realistic look, like I want this to look, I want this video to be well lit, but let's just turn that brightness down. So this is what we're looking like in some normal Target lamps. So 310, 330. Alrighty, you guys can see. Pretty much matches my chest. I think this stays covered by clothes. And then my neck, I don't exfoliate the way I do my face. I need to start using all the same products on my face as I do my neck because they say that's what you're supposed to do. So I'm going to start and see if I can even out the skin tone. But, whoa, okay. So, this is what we're looking like. I'm not mad at it. You know, if I didn't have other options, I think I would use these foundations, but I'm really curious how that 360 is going to look. And I put in, like, my best foundation match is NARS Sheer Glow in Tahoe, and Sephora has, like, a little shade finder tool. And when I put Tahoe in, it matched me to 360 and said it would be an exact match. I have a tinted moisturizer review that I'm going to be doing soon. And when I put in Tahoe for that, it matched me like one shade darker. But someone here on YouTube, Taylor Anise, I love her videos. And we are usually shade twins. And she used a lighter shade. So I'll talk about that soon in an upcoming video. But I will say it does look a little bit cakey. I feel like maybe it's just been really long. It has been like years since I have worn a powder foundation. So maybe I'm just not used to it. But I feel like my old formula of the NARS powder foundation, before it got reformulated and I think completely taken away, was a bit smoother than this. That's really the only negative thing I have to say. Now, I will say it was super powdery and cakey looking when I first piled it on. And it does look better than that now. But on camera, it looks pretty nice. I would say even nicer on camera than in person. Anyway, I don't want this video to get too long. We still have 2 shades to go through, which I will show you guys tomorrow. So, I'll see you tomorrow. Hey guys, so I am back from my first try on of the foundation, and I definitely have some thoughts on the formula, but let's get right into the next two colors and I'll share those thoughts later. I want to focus on how the shade match is. Because I never really found my shade match in the original Fenty liquid foundation that came out. I never tried the hydrating, but that first more matte one, I never found my shade match. I tried through 50, 60, and 70. 60 seemed too light, 50 and 70 seemed... So, yeah, I'm going to try those on now. I'm trying to let this moisturizer set into my skin. I put it on over 5 minutes ago now. And let's talk about that real quick, because I will say quickly that I did find the formula of this powder foundation surprisingly drying. Now, I used to be in love with the first formula of the NARS powder foundation. It was in this little rectangular compact, not the square one that had an higher SPF. That one sucked. But the original was really good. So yeah, what I did the first time I tried on this powder foundation with the first two shades was I applied my Bee Hydra serum from Drunk Elephant. All my skincare is Drunk Elephant. And I applied, I think I did C-Tango under the eyes. Sometimes I'm lazy and I'll just do whatever moisturizer under my eyes. Oh, I left my Protini, but I also applied Protini on top of Bee Hydra. This is what I wear under liquid foundations. And I tend to go for, I don't know, satin finish foundations, not super dry and not super, not super matte, not super hydrating. But anyway, I forgot that this is kind of weird, and it can almost make your face feel sort of mattified. So then I went on top of it with Protini, which is like my every night moisturizer. But my face felt very dry as I wore the foundation, and even after I took it off. So what I'm going to do today is try it over my Lala Retro whipped cream, also from Drunk Elephant. And this is a very moisturizing, thick product. I usually wear this on the days when I use their high AHA, BHA mask. So, yeah. It's a bit rich for like every single night from my skin type. But anyway, the point is I'm wearing something more moisturizing. So let's see how I feel about the foundation today. So left side of my face, I'm going to go in with 345. There it is next to my skin. Excuse me. Clean sponge. Let's go for it. And I have nothing else on my skin. I have some mascara on and otherwise no makeup. And no makeup on the skin. Just moisturizer. Didn't even use the eye cream. I was like, listen, since my skin felt dry, I just like slapped that Lala all over my face, including under my eyes. Kind of wanted to see if it could cover up. I have this little spot right here from, I guess, an old breakout. Not bad. Okay, this color is definitely already looking deeper than my skin tone. So yeah. Like, look at that. Wow. And you know these things tend to oxidize even darker as you wear them for 10, 20, 30 minutes. I honestly feel like some foundations oxidize throughout the whole day, and I kind of feel that way. The only foundation I've ever really felt that way about is that first Fenty liquid foundation. Because I did a whole wear test of 3 shades on my channel, and thought I found my shade, and then tried it in the future and was like, these are both not matching me. But okay, not looking terrible. But my chest, like I said, not my neck, but my chest kind of matches my face. So right now it is too dark, but it doesn't look terrible. I just really love an exact match. Let's move on to 360. And there she is. Using the clean side of the sponge. We're not mixing. That would defeat the purpose. This is darker than I thought. Wow. Okay. Apparently I need to go back and try 360 in the liquid formulas because at least in the powder, it's a lot deeper than I was expecting. Okay, so let's, only missing it like right here. It's quite obvious. It's like even more obvious on camera than in the mirror I'm using. But there we go. Now, same process. I am going to go ahead and apply some bronzer, some blush, and I will check back in a few. I'm going to try to give it a good 15 minutes to oxidize. Then I'll wear it throughout the day, see how it felt under, I'm with my heavier moisturizer underneath, I mean. And yeah, we'll see where we're at. But right now I can say it does feel better with this moisturizer on. If I were going to use these a lot, I would invest in the full size of the Lala Retro or whatever heavier face cream you like. Because, I don't know, at least on my skin, which is like normal to oily, it seems to need it. Normally only my nose gets extremely oily. Even that hasn't been so much lately. I don't know if it's wearing these masks. You kind of like have a blotting paper on your face all day. Like, I don't know. But anyway, guys, let me throw on my other makeup. I showed it before, so I won't speed it up. I won't show it all this time. But I'll check back in about 15 minutes. Hey guys, so it has been about 16 minutes. I will say it doesn't look that different from when I first applied it. It's only been 15 minutes. I know with the first shade test, I wore it for like 45 minutes. I kind of got caught up downstairs doing things. But I will say from when you first apply it to like 10 minutes later, it doesn't really seem to change much after that. I wore it like several hours last time. I didn't check back in because like after all the hours because I knew I'd be doing a wear test today for like longer. As far as the shade, there's literally a blotch right here that looks way too dark. In general, it's not matching my chest. So one of the first two shades I tried on, 310 or 330, are a better match for me. Yeah. And I'm normally a shade match with someone on YouTube, Taylor Anise, and she's wearing 370, which should be deeper than 360 and 345. And also did not match me in the liquid, so I don't want to try that one. It looked great on her, but that's why sometimes you just have to try things for yourself. Anyway, I've told you my issue with the product. It felt dry last time. It feels better today with my heavier moisturizer. So now I'm just going to be performing a wear test. It is 4 minutes to noon. So I'm going to try to wear this till about 6 p.m. and check in on the wear of it. I'm particularly curious how it'll do on my nose because that's my little oily trouble spot. But other than that, yeah, I will leave the other things I put on my face below, like my contour shade, my lip gloss, and things like that. Sometimes people don't care, but I did my first Fenty foundation review like years ago, and someone recently said, "What is your contour?" And I mean, it was so long ago, it's discontinued. But anyway, I am wearing Fenty Caramel Cutie for my contour today. But those details will be below, and I'll be back just one more time to let you know how this wore. So I'll see you soon. Hey, okay, so it is 5:49, so it has been 6 hours since my last check-in. I would not say that it continued to darken, but it does seem too dark. I did show you in different lighting last time the other two shades, so let me do the same. Yeah, like look at my chest versus my face. The colors actually seem pretty similar. These are two different colors, just to remind you. This is 345 and this is 360. So yeah, don't love the shades. I will say, not only does my skin feel much better with this powder foundation, like pretty much just as good as with the liquid foundation. It looks way less cakey. I know I used the word cakey for the first two shades. Way less so. Now I will say, on my nose, it is like gone. Like gone. You can see the different shade. Kind of looks like I powdered my nose with powder that's too light. No, that's my skin tone. That's my skin. So yeah, all in all, I do think it's a decent foundation. I remember being more in love with the NARS powder foundation, but it's been so long and I feel like my skin is changing. I feel like it is getting a little less oily, which sometimes happens over the years. I don't know. Like I said, it could be wearing these masks all the time. Kind of being like blotted for hours at a time if you're still going to work in person like me. No, but yeah. It's not bad. I do think that it's cool that being a powder, it's going to be way more transfer proof than a liquid foundation would be. But a couple times I did kind of go like that and things like that. And yes, I touched my face. And it will transfer to your fingertips. But as far as like just getting extremely heavy and oily and like all of that, like, you know, bunching around your mask. And I haven't worn it with a mask yet. I kind of stayed in a lot both days. Well, yeah, both days that I applied this. But yeah, as far as powders go, I think it looks nice. It looked amazing on people in YouTube videos. And on me, I'm like, you know. But yeah, that's all I have to say, really. I will link the foundation below and the other products that I've mentioned. And I hope that you enjoyed this. I'm sorry that these videos always end up longer than I want them to be, but I'm just kind of getting back into the swing of things. So thank you for watching. Leave me a comment. I'll get right back to you. And don't forget to like, and if you enjoyed, subscribe for future videos. And yeah, that's it. It's Jolly. So until next time, bye.